right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on this training about destinations research for clients. My name is Maritza Solis. I am a silver agent, and I have been with Archer Travel around 1 year and 4 months. And this training, I hope it helps you a lot because it's something I do as part of my personality. I really do love to research, and also it will help to give some tips and recommendations for you to get easy when clients come and request some of the destinations you've never traveled to or you've never heard of sometimes. So I hope this really helps you, and by the end of the training you go with something new and something you can apply to your current workflow. Okay. So here we're going to learn how to research destinations strategically and creatively to offer unique recommendations, and they will exceed your clients' expectations, even if you've never visited that place. Okay. And I really, really hope you go in with it. Okay. So here comes the next one. I'm going to zoom here so we're all not distracted by each point. Okay, so we're gonna go through the basics of the destination research. What is it that we need to look at in order to get our clients the best option of this destination? Okay, here I'm not gonna be talking specifically about certifications. This is gonna be on a research side apart from any certification you may have or you may need to look into. Okay, the first thing we need to do is general information: the location, the language, the currency, the weather, and the high and low seasons of the place that your client is looking at. So this is very important in order for you to start also getting to know, like, what is the vibe of the place and how expensive it might be compared to the current coin that you're dealing with or your client is dealing with. Maybe you have someone from Mexico who's going to Europe, and if you don't know, they might not know, or they might know as well. And regarding the currency, or if they need to speak another language, do they speak English? Do they speak Chinese? Do they speak Italian? Is it going to be maybe a good factor for your client to maybe not want to go to that specific destination? And maybe the language might not be a barrier at all, because even though they speak another language, you can tell them to use Google Translator or a certain app, something related for them to make it easy. This is first, you need to know this basic information in order for you to know what solutions you're gonna get for your clients on this specific information. Okay, and let me see, because somebody's trying here. Okay, so then the next part. Once you know where the place is, what they speak, what is the currency, how is the weather, is it going to be very expensive or very cheap for your client at the moment, you need to go through the key attractions. Is it going to be monuments, museums, parks, all these activities that your client can do in the place, whether depending on what they're looking at, right? Maybe your client is more a person of going on adventure and hiking, and the destination is a beach destination. So maybe this is not the right destination for your client. This is a way to find out as well. Maybe your client is looking to ski and he's trying to go to the Caribbean. There is no way this is going to happen. So this is also a way with the weather, the previous general information, in order for you to know that, and also the attractions that they might be able to do in that place. The next one will be the accommodation and transportation options: hotels, resorts, any way that they can move around, how easy or how hard is for them to go out from the resorts or the hotels they're staying in and move to the attractions and move to the main touristic places. So this is something you need to know in order to tell your client, hey, okay, so the hotel is like 1 hour away from the main attraction, like the best hotel. But maybe you can tell them, like, okay, a 4-star, a 3-star hotel is closer to the main attraction, so you might want to stay there. or if you want to travel every day 1 hour coming back and forth, then that is decision of the client. But this is very important, like these kind of small things that you need to also be aware, and you can use easily Google Maps in order for you to know what is the best option regarding hotels for them to stay, and also what accommodations are around them. And this is in my perspective, this is also very crucial, because if you let them stay in a hotel that is maybe 2 hours away from all the places that they're going to be around, they're going to come back to you a little bit angry, probably, because every day either they're going to spend on transportation or they're going to just spend their time, which is the most precious things we all have. and and this is not going to be good. So this is very, very important for you to know. And also that is safety. It's safety for you and for your client to know that, is it safe to grab a taxi? Is it safe to grab the metro in that place? Do they have other kinds of transportation? And what is the best one? So this is a very, very important point. Okay. Another point to do research on that specific destination your client is looking is the culture and the customs. Okay. Traditions, the etiquette, the dress code, the local festivities. I'm going to give you a very easy example. I'm located in the UAE. Okay, so we all have this idea of UAE or Middle East, how you need to dress, that you shouldn't be showing shoulders, you shouldn't be maybe showing your hair, maybe nothing for women and specifically, that we should behave in certain ways. You should not be holding hands in public, and you should not be showing any kind of affect in public. Most of the times on my side of the world, which I'm from Mexico, we have this idea that, oh, the Middle East is so bad and you cannot enjoy it, you can have a cool touristic trip or anything. But trust me, it's nothing like that. So right now, I've been living here for a while. I know, like, I'm in Dubai, and you can see a lot of people out there wearing like tiny skirts and tiny clothes, and nobody says anything. That doesn't mean it is completely allowed. Okay, so this is where you need to start researching, like, okay, this is what the law says, and this is what is really happening. So there must be a point in the middle. The fact that they are going around with very small clothes doesn't mean it's right, because still, them, and giving this example, this country is Muslim. So as per the law and as per the whole religion, they shouldn't be doing that. So in order to respect their traditions, their etiquette, dress codes, they should be just behaving as, maybe, yeah, you can wear, like a normal t-shirt, but just don't go all the way showing everything. So these kind of small recommendations you can give to your client will give them the appropriate behavior in their destination, and it will also low down this fear that they may have on that specific destination. Just giving you this basic example. Also regarding cuisine, the signature dishes, recommendations, restaurants, very also important for some people. Some people might not really care much about food, but others might be picky, because we're very used to, like eating whatever we eat at our place. But when you go somewhere else, it might be completely different. For example, it's not the same to eat spicy food in the US as it is eating spicy food in India or in Mexico, right? Because what is spicy for me is not the same spice level of spicy for someone from India. And here I've had this encounter a lot. I'm a Mexican who doesn't eat spicy, so I don't tolerate it at all. And if I go to an Indian restaurant and I ask them, is it spicy? And they tell me just a little bit. No, it's not just a little. It's really, really super spicy, at least for me. So these kind of situations can happen with your client as well. Like they might, like their intuition, it's just going to ask to the server, right, regarding the level of spicy, and they might say something, but they need to make also, note that they are in a different place where these kind of flavors and tastes are completely different from our perspective. So it's very important to see on that side. Also, what should they be eating at that place? It's really nice to always recommend the local dishes, because if you're going somewhere else, it's just to also try a different tradition, a different culture, a different kind of food. So you can go and research what is the best food or the most traditional plate to eat in that specific destination and where to eat it, because maybe better in maybe local street food places rather than a super Michelin star restaurant, because it can happen, or on the opposite side. So this is also super important to do on the research, the cuisine of the place. Then we have the special activities. This, it depends on the type of client you are dealing with, but it's always good that we are recognized as travel agents, especially when we are independent, to give them that extra sauce, that extra tip that we can go and search about a local hidden spot in the destination, or a VIP experience we might be able to sell. This could be either maybe a gastronomic tour around the area, right? We already research about cuisine, the cultures, the festivals, and we research about the high and low seasons and what are the key attractions and what are the resorts and transportation. So this is our moment to shine as travel agents, because taking in account everything that we already explored, then we can tell them, okay, since Italy, um, pasta, you need to eat pasta in Italy, right? So why not, rather than going to the restaurant only, go to the nonna's house in this area and you go and experience how to cook the pasta and how to do it handmade from yourself with other Italian people and the family. So this is going to be the extra tip for your client, and it's going to add something that maybe they will not find just randomly online or somewhere in on a normal travel agency that is, corporate style. So this is a very good opportunity for you to shine and give them something extra. I will show you where to find all of this, don't worry. This is just for you to get to start to know what is it that you need to look into when you are doing research for destinations. And also when it comes to locations, maybe they are Instagram people, so maybe you can find online where are the best places to go and take pictures that is not super touristic, but it looks very nice, and where to eat, where to do some activities that are known only by locals, not necessarily by tourists. So all these kind of small things and details will do the difference for them. Okay. Then we go to one of other main, very important part, which is the entry requirements and how to get to the destination, right? Because, I mean, yes, you can do research of all of that, but how are you going to get there? Like, are they going to be able to enjoy it? You need to check on the visa, on the transit permits. What are the transfer informations and connections from the client's destination, where they're going from, where they're going to, and also which airlines are, like traveling through those cities, what are the cruise lines, depending on the trip, of course. But this is like key. For example, Mexicans, they can go to UAE without any visa. But I'm not sure if you know, but I've heard that in Europe, at least for Mexicans, we're gonna need now a visa permit in order to go into all the European countries. And it's not live yet, but it will be throughout 2025. It's a permit, same as Canada used to have. So we need to pay now €7 in order to get that permit or that transit visa, kind of like a tourist permit, in order to either transit or stay as tourists for 90 days. So this is where you need to check when are these, when is this information coming out. You need to be aware of all this. There's a name for this, I don't remember at this moment, but all the visa and the transit permits for each destination, and depending on the nationality that your client has. Because even if your client is located somewhere, like me, I'm in the UAE, but I'm Mexican, and maybe I'm traveling to the US, I know I need a visa But me, I'm a person who research, like, but imagine your client doesn't know, they just have the passport. So you need to know that even though they're coming from the UAE, but they're holding a Mexican passport or a different passport that they require visa. So it's always good to ask and always good to know where they're going out, what is their passport, even though sometimes their nationality is different. Maybe they have two passports, they have two nationalities. So super, super important. And as well, where are the airlines or cruises connecting? Because maybe the destination doesn't require anything, but the spot in the middle, the connection, might require some paperwork to do. And this is super, super important for you to know, to let your client know. Otherwise, it will be hell for both of you when the client arrives to the place and then they don't have all the paperwork. Now the airlines, they do tell you from beginning, but it's even worse, like you cannot even go out to your destination. So very also important. And last but not least, the current or the live situation in that specific destination. Yes, we did all that research, the generic or general research about the destination. But what's happening right now? Like what's going on today? What happened yesterday? What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen when your client arrives there? Is there going to be maybe the presidential festivity? Is there going to be maybe the Independence Day, or is there a national holiday? Is the weather gonna be rainy? Is it gonna be very cold? Like all this, like right now in LA, I know there's a fire happening, right? And this is not something you can control. Nobody can control, but you need to know. If you have a client going somewhere, you need to know what's happening there before, during. I might not say after, but maybe yes. Um, in that destination. So this is also very important, apart from everything that you researched, what's happening when your client arrives there, that is separated from the generic information. Okay. And do you have any questions regarding this? You can drop them in the chat. I have Sarvi. I missed part of this training. Will I be able to access? Yes, I will be sharing the recording after I finish this on the group chat and the group, the Facebook groups. Okay. Great. So these are the basics of destination research. I'm gonna go move forward to the next one. So we know what to look for. We know where we're going. How are we gonna do this? Okay, so research tools and resources, travel blogs and forums. Super easy. TripAdvisor, Reddit. Reddit is gonna be your best friend because Reddit has all the like same like TikTok, but without the the videos and everything, all this catchy stuff is just like straight text, very straightforward, and you have very raw information. Like people don't have any they're not shy to share their experience of what happened during their trip or what's happening at this moment in the trip. Same with Facebook groups. If you go to local Facebook groups of that destination, you will find the raw information regarding what's happening, what's the experience of other travelers that your client might be facing when they go there. Because internet can say everything, but there's nothing as clear as someone real who's sharing their own experience. And we don't also need to take it like super personal, because there might be people also making a lot of drama because of course there's so many personalities out there, but it's always good, to connect the dots of what you got and what they have, and you can make your own criteria there. And there's also Lonely Planet. This is a blog where you can find destinations and guides and the top recommendations for each destination that you may have. Like these are very good tools that you can use in order to do the research that we spoke about previously. I have Stephanie here. Definitely the live situations. I went to Florence and didn't research ahead of time, and there was a marathon happening, and the whole city was shut down. Yeah, and actually Italy, now in 2025, I know they have the Jubilee year, I believe, Jubilee year, and it's gonna be a lot of religious tourism going on there. I know there's gonna be like 30 million people coming only for religious purposes, and it's gonna be it's gonna be quite crazy there. So it's better to always check on that specific life situation. But okay. Oh, no. No. Coming back. Social media is also a very nice tool. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. When you do Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I know you do the research, okay, but it's always let me try to show you on TikTok, because there's the filtering, right? When you're doing research on this kind of social media, always filter the information and see what's like the latest video from that specific point, because otherwise you will have maybe information from 3 years ago, and yeah, it might be the most popular video, but it's not going to be the current situation or the most updated information. So my internet is, as usual, not coming together. But if you go to TikTok and all this, like all this information regarding the specific destination, you go to filter and you do like the last 7 days, whoever uploaded that video, and then you will have the most updated information. And sometimes they take long to update, to upload those videos, and they recorded maybe 3 months ago. So just go through it and search for different people on social media. Also, you have the official websites. This is your like the best one. The tourism boards of the government of that specific place. Like go to the tourist office of Italy, tourist office of UAE, tourist office of US, of Mexico. Like and like be sure that is an official website from that specific touristic department of that destination. And then you will have like the official, like there is no wrong in there. And also, you can also see there what's happening regarding visas and permits and all this area that involves, people going inside the country. This is where you're gonna have all that information up to date. And you also have the local contacts, which is the professional networks or trusted local guides. This is tricky because if we don't know the destination, if we've never been there, we might not even have nobody there. But this is where we all, come to help. We belong to a huge group of travel agents from all around the world. So when you have a question regarding one specific destination, you can always come and drop a question on the group chat and say, "Hey guys, I have a client going to UAE. Who's living there? Who's traveled there? Can you please give me some guide? Can you help me with some information?" And done. Trust me, you're gonna find someone that has traveled there, or that has someone living there, a family member maybe, or that is from that specific destination, and they will give you as well all the information. So let's use ourselves to get information, and also let's not be shy. Like it's always good to share and always good to ask, because we are our best source of information. Okay, so we have all this. We know what to look. We know where to look. But how do we know if this is true, if this is reliable? You validate it with cross-checking details, right, from multiple sources. Like we said, if we do the same point in all of these, in all of these tools, plus whatever we find with someone locally, you will get to catch and connect the points in order to see that that is the best option you're gonna have. Like it's gonna be a good advice or recommendation for your client. Then read recent reviews, TripAdvisor, Google. In Google reviews also is very good. If you search for a specific, like restaurants or attractions, Google reviews will always have opinions and reviews. Same, you click on that and you do like filtering in the last month. You can go through the last month and see what they're saying about that. So you also get to know. Same happens with hotels, and everywhere you go to Google reviews as well. And it's a very good tool, very reliable in my perspective as well, if you're looking for people's opinion. And confirm operating hours, prices, and availability. This is so true. Like this part, it's tricky because social media might say something and the forums might say something, but there's nothing better than the official website of that specific attraction or that specific destination. In this case, of course, if we're talking about prices and availability, it's going to be the restaurants or attractions, and you go to the main website. Like if you're looking for Disney parks timings, you don't go to TikTok. You go to the official website of Disney and you go and search there and you see the latest update. And like this is the best tool, and to search for the hours, pricing, and availability. Okay, then we have our resources as Archer resources. Okay, so here we can go and search outside, but let's use what we have. Let's use our tools in Archer. So the benefits that we have is that we also have all the certifications in our membership, and every month we pay. Okay, so the certifications are included in our benefits, and these are the main places where you're gonna find the specific trainings and certifications for one specific destination. This is obviously gonna take you more time because it's not gonna be like like super soon as you do TikTok or any social media or blog. This is more in deep. You're gonna have all that information that I gave you. You're gonna have it here in one place, and it's gonna give you a certificate, which is amazing. But sometimes the certifications are also all dated, so it's good to have both all the time. And specifically the certification will give your client as well, this assurance that you're trustable, like if you're reliable. So Travel Agent Academy, the online travel training, and the Trav Pro Mobile. All of these are included there for free, and you can go and explore them. I'll share you the links by the end of the training here, and I'll share them if you're looking at the recording. I'll share you them in the description of the video. Okay, so you can go and register there for free, and you can go ahead and take the certifications and at your own pace as well. And on Travel Cafe, you're gonna find all the suppliers certifications. So if you go to Royal Caribbean, if you go to Princess, if you go to a specific hotel chain, you can also get certificated on that specific resort or destination, and that will help you as well to open a little bit more what's happening in this different destinations. But this is more generic, more than specific, than going and research for one specific destination when your client is coming in and asking you. But it's good to know. It's good to have it. Okay. And we're coming to an end soon. So how to wow your clients with unique recommendations. Okay. Find exclusive experiences, private tours, theme events, VIP access, what we were discussing. Yes, you find the generic. He can go and Google it, or she can go and Google it and see what are the main attractions. But you need to find the one attraction that is not on this 10 things you need to do in Mexico. No, go and find that 11th that is not in that list. This is gonna make the wow experience for your client. Go beyond the obvious, lesser known yet breathtaking locations or attractions or experiences. Can be going, like I was saying, go and cook with the grandmother of someone in Italy. Or now I saw recently on Civitatis, they have a free tour in Paris. Like it's about Emily in Paris. Emily in Paris. So it's for free, and your client can go and enjoy the locations where the TV show was filmed, and they can feel like Emily in Paris. In Paris. So that's good. That's not something you find online. This is something you can go ahead and give as a recommendation to your client. Personalized recommendations, tailor them to the client's interest. Very important. Super important. Yes, we might like Emily in Paris, but maybe your client doesn't even know the show. Maybe he's not even interested in fashion, right? Or anything in like related to that. They want to go see museums. So of course, every research you're gonna do, it's gonna be related to what your client is interested in going to see and do in that specific destination. always take their the information of what they like, so you don't double work. Because if you go do your research and then your client says, no, I'm not that kind of person, I'd rather do this, and you're gonna have to go all over again. So from beginning, ask your client very specifically what is it that they like to do in general, so you know where to look. And of course, use storytelling. When you are presenting this to your client, use a unique story or the itinerary, do it nicely, do like a very, creative. Here's where you can exploit your creativity and go to Canva or go to Pinterest and see what you can, how to sell it to your client. Because if you sell it as, oh, here's the activity and here's the location, and this is the price. No, you need to sell that connection, that emotion with them, so they can, they can feel like they can already close their eyes and see themselves in that destination, and they will not even argue about the price at the end, because they will want it so bad that, the way you sold it and the way you presented it to them, that they will want it ASAP. So this is a very good selling point, the storytelling. Do you have any questions so far? We're almost there. Okay. So, tips to organize the information. Easy. Create an attractive dossier, which is an itinerary or like a document with all the photos and the descriptions of what you researched already. Okay. All the points that we said at the beginning, you will put them in one document or presentation, whatever you want to use for them to, to be able to see it. The pictures are the key. Like if you put a very nice picture, this is how you're gonna sell it. Then categorize options: culture, gastronomy, relaxation, right? Depending on their interest, this is the way you're gonna categorize your information. And also here, if you're gonna present it, but also you're gonna share it with them afterwards in a PDF maybe, or just like a link, you can include the useful or your affiliate links and the interactive maps. Interactive maps, we're talking about Google Maps here. But the affiliate links, if you're giving them already one attraction or two that you're selling from Civitatis, Viator, or Project Expedition, whatever you're using for the affiliate links, this is where you're gonna put them, like, oh, go see the Emily in Paris, like attraction or tour in Paris. So go to Civitatis, copy that affiliate link, and put it on that specific name. So if your client is more curious to know what's happening, they can click, and maybe they can even reserve themselves, and you will get your commission and happy days. Or you can include it in the package. But this is a good option for you to go ahead and use the affiliate links, and also it will save you time to not put all the description from the tour, and they can just click on it as well. So it's a good resource to do it. So the best recommendations create unforgettable client experiences, meaning the better you research, the better you're going to be able to recommend it your client, and they're going to have an incredible experience, and they're going to want to go. And when they're there, they're going to be happy, and that means they're going to come back happy, and they might recommend you with other people, and they might turn into your current clients as well. So this is very good for you to build up your own image in this service with your clients. Okay. And that's it. Very fast. It's very straightforward. So I don't know, do you have any questions? Do you want me to go through something? Is there anything I can answer you? Any doubts that you may have regarding about what I just explained? You can drop them in the chat. Erica, can you go to the first slide? I just want to screenshot. Yes, and I will be sharing also the information. Oh, let me share with you as well the links that I was telling you regarding the certifications. Oh, and I'm gonna show you something. I'm not sure if you know, but this link, okay? I don't know if you know the existence of this specific document. I believe Marnie is the one building it, and she's constantly monthly doing certifications. So she's building up this amazing file where you have all the destinations. You can see on the left side, Kenya, London, Las Vegas, Miami, every destination and everything. You have it in one place regarding certificates. And on the right side, you will find the YouTube channel where you can go and see that certification. And you can also go ahead and find the place where you can get the certification. So look, like it's so complete. I'm gonna share you as well this on the description chat if you're looking at the recording, and here on the chat box, I will share you all this, okay? And also the other websites. Let me just go to my notes here because I had them ready. So on the chat box, you're gonna find the links for, um, let me just here. Yeah. I know it's a little bit messy, but you can copy paste it on a note and then you can see, you can go ahead and explore all these certificates and everything. Okay, and can you share the location of where the recording will be, please? I'll share it in all the I'll share it in all the group chats of on Archer, like the Team Sky, all the Team Sky, and also I believe on the Empire Travel Academy is gonna be. So I will drop the recording there. Okay. Do you have any other further questions? I wouldn't want to take more of your time. Do you feel something was helpful from here? Do you take something nice from here? I hope it's I hope it's helpful. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you guys for being here. This is actually very nice. This is the first training with a lot of people. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna stop the recording and I thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you soon. I will be making another training on um uh, the next week, I believe, is my next training on the 15th. And the training, I will put it on the chat anyway. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you have any questions, you could drop them as well on Team Sky. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Janelle. And